and then we'll jump straight into the final. Anyone I speak to, Brodie, old guard, Peter Steph Toy, so the new guard, current guard. You mentioned the Springboks, the All Blacks, shoulders back. I say shoulders back. Andrew Mertens, we interviewed him, and I was chatting about South Africa during the World Cup, the build-up, and he stopped, and he's put his shoulders back. Like that was his, like just genuinely did it.
Yeah.
How much of a thing is it still now? You play against each other so much, but the final and the narrative around that. But as a young buck, still in it.
Yeah, I think it's probably the All Blacks' greatest rivalry. You know, the history. I mean, probably the results of the two teams for such a long period of time, and then I'd probably almost say that not different styles, but the South Africans are just so big and physical. The way they play, and the All Blacks, you know, they like to play with skill and speed. It's almost opposite styles of footy, and I guess when you get two teams that have had great results and two different styles of play, it's always going to be a spectacle for the people. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Peter Steph Toy, I think he made 27 tackles in the World Cup final. Like
he'll say 28, just so you know.
Well, I'll give him 28.
Yeah.
Like just the athletes, I suppose, that come out of both countries and the quality of play, it's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, like Peter Steph Toy, where he won World Player of the Year off the back of that. But you're right, you've got the two best teams, which were obviously in the final, with the two greatest athletes, just to kind of quote again what you've said. So when you're in the mixer and you're playing against someone like Eben Etzebeth, is he your greatest rival or not?
Yeah, and that's probably the other point, is like the squads, the people in the squads, like a vast majority have been playing against each other for a number of years. And then you come over to places like here and play each other, and you know, it's just the other week I was up in Suntory and having a couple of beers with Cheese and Colby, and you know, 2 months before we're doing battle in the World Cup final. So I think both teams have got great respect for each other and go for it on the field. And then, you know, like even like you say, like, I'm not sure exactly how many times we've played each other, but it's over a number of years, and obviously he's a phenomenal rugby player as well, and someone you try and measure yourself against.
Yeah, so with someone like Eben, does it give you a different mindset than when you play against Jim Hamilton for Scotland? You know, like, do you have a different mindset? Like, does it just shift the dial, like that kind of Omani, Sam Cane effect, like for you?
Yeah, I think so. Like, and yeah, I guess you always want to. Well, my mindset is like you want to be the best, and to be the best, you've got to be better than everyone else. And he's probably been the best for a long period of time, so you want to measure yourself against a player of his quality. And you know, was it the French second five or first five he ran over there? Like, he just makes it look too easy at times, and he's got the skill set. And again, he's played over 100 games for the Springboks, and to be still doing it that well, I think he deserves to be talked about like that.
Yeah, I think with like Eben, like I played against him as well, and he was like this kind of in the mould of Bakis Botha, but with bigger arms and better looking. And he had this kind of old school thing about him. I wouldn't say he was limited, but he added layers onto his game. I feel like you kind of changed the position of lock, carrying the ball, the way that you operated low. Not that Eben does that, but it feels like he's advanced his game. You know, the kick-off receipts that he comes back with, the way that he carries,
Yeah.
you know, the kind of big headline moments in the game against France with the intercept as well.
Yeah.
I feel like he's elevated his game. I'm saying it's because of you, that's why.
No. There's a great photo when I think we're like 22, 23, and we're both holding each other like this, and my arms look like toothpicks and his are like cannons. And the number of times I got said that from people like, look, you start doing some gym, and I'm like, I'm trying my best.
Yeah, he does look good though, doesn't he? He's got big arms, that's what I mean.